Board 25 begins with me opening a normal one club. My opponent preempted two diamonds and went pass, and they raised to three diamonds. I do have shortness in diamonds, but I don't really have any reason to bid once Joel didn't make a negative double. I have a minimum opening bid, and this looks like where we're going to end up playing it. But actually what happened was when it got passed back around to Joel doubled, which was penalty. And so I had nothing to do really but pass. I wasn't too happy with the amount of defensive tricks I had, but at least he probably has four diamonds and a couple tricks, so we'll see what happens. So Joel leads the queen of clubs, and dummy hits with pretty normal dummy. I was very surprised to see three card support. I was expecting three card support from the bid, but then once Joel doubled, I thought they probably only had an 8 card diamond fit. So now I still think Joel is so likely to have four diamonds for this auction, because if he's got a strong enough hand to double with only three diamonds, he probably would have made a negative double before. But it's possible he has three diamonds. But my instinct is that Declare has made a weak two bid with five diamonds, which is a strange instinct. But it was my first thought on the hand. Is it just doesn't make sense that Joel would have only three diamonds in double here and not have enough to make a negative double. So on the queen of clubs, now I can obviously see that Joel's led shortness. He's led the queen. He's either got singleton queen or queen doubleton. And whenever there's a situation like this where it's so likely that Joel has led shortness, and he knows that I'm going to be aware, I'm probably looking at length in clubs, and obviously quite likely because I have length to be holding the jack of clubs and just know that it's shortness. My card, rather than being attitude, I'm going to give suit preference on this card just to say how I want to guide the defense. So looking at my two major suit holdings, Queen Jack Nine of Spades and King Queen Little in Hearts, though my hearts are much better, Hearts doesn't look like a suit that I really want Joel to be breaking. And Spades looks like a very attractive suit to get Joel starting to lead. It won't produce an immediate entry, but it looks like that's how I want to guide the defense. So on the Queen of Clubs, I'm going to play high as a suit preference signal for Spades. So Declare won the ace and immediately played a spade to the ace and trumped a spade. Now Declare played a club out. So by the way, Joel has five spades now, so it just even more so it looks like he's got five spades and four diamonds, and so he probably has 5-3-4-1. That's his most likely distribution, because it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't seem like Declare's got singleton. Declare's got four hearts and five diamonds. That doesn't seem like they would have overcalled two diamonds. So I'm guessing Joel has 5-3-4-1. So now I win the jack of clubs, and it looks like Declare's going to try and rough a couple clubs. I know Declare's got four clubs and probably five diamonds, one spade, and three hearts. So I just really want to stop Declare. I don't really know. I can't see how it's ever going to matter. I want to play back diamonds just in case we can stop Declare. It doesn't look like Declare's actually going to get to rough two diamonds, because partner might be able to rough in with the five of diamonds the first time and maybe be able to, that'll force the queen, and then partner will be able to over rough dummy. But I don't want that position to come, and it looks like a trump can never be really bad. Declare already knows that Joel has all the trumps. They could have finessed him if they wanted to. So diamond, they won the ace, and they trumped a club and dummy low. Joel didn't rough in, but that was because nothing good can happen from it. And Declare just had three more diamonds. They had the two high ones, and they were able to rough a spade for one down, which was better than I expected looking at my hand. I really thought three diamonds was going to make. So after nipping him a trick, in the next hand I picked up this nice 6-4 hand. I opened one heart, and Joel bid two clubs, game forcing. Now when you're 6-4, a good rule of thumb is when you have a good hand, you should bid your 4-card suit second, and then rebid your 6-card suit. And when you have a bad hand, you should bid your 6-card suit twice and then bid your 4-card suit. That's a general rule of thumb. And so with this hand, I certainly wanted to express that I had four spades. I figured I would have a chance, especially with the quality of my hearts. That's another very important factor. I had queen, 6 of hearts. I didn't really want to express my 6 hearts. Joel and I played 2 hearts, promises 6, but I felt like it was it was best to bid 2 spades, which doesn't show extra values, just for the record. We bid 2 clubs with any game-forcing hand when we have 4 spades. We don't ever respond 1 spade to 1 heart with 4 spades and a game-forcing hand. So, and 2 spades definitely is not a reverse in 2/1. So 2 spades saw Joel raise to 3 spades, which wasn't that unlikely. Like I said, when we have 4 spades, we typically bid 2 clubs, not 1 spade. And so now we play a convention called serious 3-no trump, where I have 2 ways to make a slam try. For starters, if I have a terrible hand, I could just sign off in 4 spades. But then I could bid 3-no trump to say I have serious interest in slam, or I could just Q-bid, which would say I don't have such serious interest in slam. Like I'm just Q-bidding in case you have a good hand, since Joel's hand is unlimited. This is a really, really good tool. Highly recommend you play it. It's important that if you do play it, that you should discuss with your partner when it applies. Joel and I had agreed that it applies whenever we have established a major suit fit, so we both know we have an 8-card fit, and we've bid 3 of our majors. So this is example. We played one exception to that rule, was 1 heart, 2 clubs, or 1 of a major, 2 clubs, 2 no trump, 3 of a major, 3 no trump. That one we don't play serious, but otherwise we play serious 3 no trump under the rules I just gave you. So now I felt like my 6-4 was really good, and I had great trumps, which was really good. And the last hand actually took a really long time, that 3 diamonds doubled hand. And so we were under a little time pressure, and I wasn't really sure what to do. I feel in retrospect that I made too aggressive of an action. I bid 3-no trump serious, which I only have 14, but I really loved my ace, king, jack of trumps. The problem with making a non-serious slam try, I thought at the time, was that Joel was going to be looking at bad trumps, and he was going to have a tough time going to slam or showing me positive interest unless I bid 3-no. So Joel Q-bid 4 clubs, which he was just sort of forced to Q-bid along with me. Serious 3-no says I have a slam try, so he's going to start Q-bidding with me if he up the line. So he has the ace or king of clubs, and I bid 4 diamonds because I had the ace of diamonds, and he bid 4 hearts. So now I could have even at this point signed off in 4 spades, but I felt like I had very good trumps. So I decided, and again, this is under a lot of time pressure, to bid Blackwood. Now, when Joel bid 5 hearts, I had kind of cornered myself against the wall, and because now I know he's got 2 key cards. He's got the ace of hearts and the ace of clubs, and he does not have the queen of spades. But unfortunately, I don't really know what's going on with the king of hearts. Because I showed such a strong hand, I never really got Joel's opinion of how strong Joel's hand was. So at this point in the hand, if Joel had ace king of hearts, ace king of clubs, then I definitely want to be in slam. If Joel has just the ace of hearts and just the ace of clubs and maybe the 1 minor suit king, then slam's probably not going to be that bad. It could be on a finesse. And if he has ace jack doubleton of hearts, I'm probably on 1 of 2 finesses. So at this point, I blasted slam, figuring what the heck, at least it's probably just on a spade finesse. And so I bid 6 spades, and the opponents led the jack of hearts, and I got the bad news when dummy came. He hit with the worst possible hand. I only had the one chance, really. This isn't an auction where I would expect that the person would have led the jack of hearts from the king jack, so I immediately was going to fly ace. I could hope that he had led the jack of hearts from jack 10-8 fourth, and then the singleton king was going to drop, and that was going to put me in a nice position to make the hand. So, but after that, I knew I was going to be able to get rid of my diamond on the club, so I felt like it was time to go for the money right away and to win the ace of hearts and take a spade finesse, and that unfortunately lost to the queen. So no luck here. I feel like I didn't deserve to have that slam make because I bid it a little bit too aggressively, but sometimes those cards can fall for you. Just to show you the rest of the hand, they came back a club, and now I played another club pitching my diamond, and I let a heart up because I knew that I was going to be able to ruff a heart with the 9 of spades, and so I was down 1.